We've received reports of strange events in the Eta Eridani sector, near the Donatu system. Time permitting, follow up and see what you can find.
I have a job that requires your specific skills. I expect you to be efficient and discreet. Don't disappoint me. Not exactly. I represent an organization devoted to protecting the Federation from all threats, internal and external. Some call us Section 31, and that is as good a name as any. Our methods of defense have been called extreme, even barbaric. But those who oppose us are simply being naive. Cling to your ideals all you want. Will they protect you from the Klingons? What about the Borg? Do you honestly think you can come to some sort of peaceful understanding with the collective? Of course not. My organization understands the dangers, and we're prepared to face them. You have been identified as someone who can be of use. It would be unfortunate for both of us if that is not the case. Until next time. We have reports of a true-way fleet entering the neutral zone and picking a fight with the Klingons near the Donatu system. Having two of our enemies fight is good for the Federation, but I want to know why the True Way is so far out of their territory. Intercept them and deal with them. If you need to engage the Klingons as well, do so. A Starfleet task force has already been sent to the area. You'll need to join them in the Donatu system as soon as possible. Until next time.
Our mission goes well. The Axon has disabled or destroyed 7 enemy ships. I look forward to reporting our successes. The Chief Medical Officer is concerned about casualties. It is his job to be concerned. Mine is to operate this ship at peak efficiency. I have read his report about unexplained deaths and dismissed it. There is always an explanation. He simply hasn't looked hard enough for it. I cannot let his failings disrupt our mission. Gul Madred is looking for men of purpose to assist him. He wants leaders with the will to use whatever means are necessary to free our people from Federation tyranny. If all goes well, after this campaign, I will be seen as one of those leaders.
Repairs to the Axon go as expected. Running low on deuterium and warp coils. Wish there was more time between battles to do more than patch critical systems. The time is the most precious commodity there is. 4 crewmen down. 1 died in battle with Klingon forces, but 3 others died in accidents. I have spoken to the captain about launching an investigation, but he sees nothing but his dreams of glory and a return to conquest. Unusual spike in triolic energy may be affecting warp core efficiency. Must speak to Triolic and see if his sensor readings have turned up anything unusual. Letter from Maja arrived today. She and the children are well, but she worries about me. She wants me to leave the True Way and return to Cardassia Prime. 6 months ago, I would have ignored her pleas. Now, I pursue. And I see no end to this fighting. Perhaps she was right.
Science Officer's Log, Stardate 86790.8. My duties on a combat mission are limited. but I was pleased today to have a chance to scan the approaching Griffin's Comet. The comet itself has not been a focus of much scientific inquiry, and it last passed through this sector in the late 23rd century. My scans, however, reveal surprising amounts of triolic wave energy emitting from the comet, as well as detectable amounts of chronoton particles. The triolic waves will unfortunately prevent a closer study of the comet. They are quite harmful to humanoid life forms, and the captain is loath to jeopardize our mission for my curiosity. I have requested the launch of a Class 1 probe. The chronotons are of even greater interest. They appear in instances of temporal disturbances, which could mean that this comet has been, or will be, in the presence of a temporal event. Time mechanics are so cumbersome. I must have more data. But the captain has never had much interest in science. Perhaps I will remind him that chronoton particles are harmful against the aliens who live in the Bajoran wormhole. A potential weapon to use against the Bajoran's gods may be of enough interest to him to divert our course.
Are you sure you found no sign of the Cardassians attempting to open a portal, or otherwise bring the Davidians into our phase variants? This is troublesome. There are pieces to the puzzle I don't have yet. Let me do some digging and I will be in touch. Until next time.